welcome back to the third part of my interview with the champion maker, Audrey Kaipio. If you missed parts 1 and 2, just click in the description section and the links will be there to take you to those videos. For those of you that are all caught up, let's get back to it. Who is one of your students and our current world champion. What would you say to girls, because a lot of people do go, oh, I want to be like Imogen, I want to place, I want to, you know, have the same bikini as Imogen. If someone came to you and said, I want her posing, what would you say to them?
This is the question I get a lot. Like I said, the guys, like James Alexander's routine, everyone wants that routine. I'm like, it doesn't suit your body or your personality. My routines are chosen for those two things: the person's body, their personality, and their skill level as well. Like I can't give someone a funky movement if they can't pull it off. You have to have years of skill. So I would say no, because you need something chosen for your own personality. Imogen also has been with me for a couple years now. She's done my 4-week course many times. She's done tons of privates, tons of rehearsal classes. So her routine is at a higher level than a beginner. I couldn't have given her the routine that she did for the last show. I couldn't have given her for her first show because it takes time to get to that level, and it's about layering on the skills that I've been teaching her. So what Imogen does is chosen for her and for her alone.
And I think a lot of people think maybe they could come and do a few classes or come to your course as a one-off and then think, okay, now I know what I'm doing, I'm good forever. What advice would you give them individuals?
Well, let's take a look at some of the videos. Let's put Imogen's video up on stage and watch somebody who just did one class next to her. You can see who's heavily trained by myself and who's not. Or you want to use the Joel Corey example that you used earlier. Look at Joel Corey on stage. That kind of intense training of, God knows how many classes I've been, say 20 between the 4-week course being done twice in the private and the rehearsals, and his hours and hours of practice in between my classes. He stands out and is slick because of the amount of training he has. So yeah, just watch the show videos. You'll know who was trained heavily by me and who maybe did one class somewhere or no classes.
Who would you say has made the biggest improvement, if you dare say, out of your students? Who, when you first came to you thought, oh, there's a lot of work to be done, and then they've just gone on to be, wow.
I love being surprised by students. I never know who's going to be a champion on the first day. Obviously, closer to the show, I definitely will know. But on the first day when I meet my students, I have no idea. And sometimes the absolute underdog, the worst in the class, the worst body, the worst posing, the worst everything, ends up becoming the champion. So if I had to choose who surprised me the most, I think the biggest transformation story is Sean Stafford. When I met Sean Stafford in 2011, he never competed before. He's from a rugby background, never done any flamboyant stuff. And he just looked like a normal guy to me. Just didn't think he was necessarily champion material, but he came to my classes, did everything I said, which is very trusting of him because, again, I'm a girl back then. It wasn't common for me to be teaching men, nor were female opposing coaches. Well, I was not an opposing coach at all, but it wasn't a normal thing. So very trusting for a guy to come to a girl, first of all, and do everything I was teaching. Obviously, he also then did everything with his body. He got his physique completely changed, styled his hair slightly differently, all these little tiny touches. It's not just the physique. He had to figure out something with his hair because his hair was under pressure before. So all these little areas he worked on. So, me, physique, hair, the whole presentation, and it was like amazing. So from the first day I met him, I didn't know that was going to happen. I didn't know he was going to do all the work with me, and look at him now, 2-time world champion. Also, he won, and a lot of people win, but you never hear them again. So his counterpart that year, there was a female who was gorgeous, and actually I didn't know she was going to be the winner because she was just that natural. So his counterpart, one female fitness model, he won male fitness model. He went all the way up here, and she just disappeared. Because after the show is when he worked and promoted himself and got himself into magazines, kept training. Obviously, he used to keep working on the body, the styling, the presentation, the modeling jobs. It just kept going from there, and I'm fascinated by that because this other girl who she's definitely she's got the look, she's very easy to coach, she's an ex-dancer and stuff like that. It's not always the one who has the natural talent or the natural looks. The underdog often is the one who can make it. And I love those stories. I get inspired by my students. So I've learned never to say, oh, that person's not going to win. Because the underdog, it might take that underdog 5 years to get there. It might not, but the underdog definitely can do it.
Who are some of your superstars? So a lot of people who are maybe new to the industry only know the people that you've coached most recently. Who in the industry that are quite big names that you've coached?
All the big names are mine. What are all my favorites? So Michelle Brannon, IFBB Pro, she started with me. That was back in the days when I was writing those articles in Ultra Fit magazine, and no one in the UK had heard about fitness contests. And she'd read my article, and she came to my studio, and she said, what are these fitness contests? Wow, I've never heard of these. She said, maybe I'll compete. I was like, no, you're definitely going to compete. So she started with Fame. She did a couple small shows back then, obviously. Then I remember UK BFF Bikini started. And it was tiny. Like this is, when was this, 2012, I believe it was. Maybe it was 11. 6 people in it. Tiniest little, what is this federation? Now look at it, it's massive. But she started back then, and with the growth of the industry, came up so big. But yeah, she was amazing to work with. Love her, absolutely. I think she's diamond of a girl. So she's quite a huge name. James Alexander Ellis started with me. His routine that I made for him in Miami Pro is what started his career. That and Jeff Simpson from Fit Media Channel filming the routine so it could get on YouTube for people to see. So because of him, first of all, doing the work with me, doing that, over 10 lessons, and this routine is a routine that is still talked about. So off the back end of that routine, not only did he win, of course, but he launched himself a career, which again, he's worked at since, but that was the launch pad. And a lot of people who you see as being brand new, or not brand new, pardon me, the opposite, being, oh, they've been around for ages, I still see them as newbies. It was just 5 years ago that James Alexander Ellis started, coming into my studio for his first lesson, not knowing what to do. And the funny story about James is he had competed once before he met me. The video's somewhere on YouTube at Irish Show. He sucked. So when you see someone who's done the work, you think, oh, you must have always been like that. It's putting the work in with the skills that I'm teaching. I can teach them too. You have to put the work in. It's like everyone needs to play their part. But because he's such a good student and did everything I said, it translates for his next show. And then he was just a stand-up, an absolute stand-up. And then some of the more recent ones, like you were talking about Joel Corey's routine. Like obviously Joel Corey's famous because he's a DJ, but he's now made a name for himself in the fitness world as well. And amazing work ethic, absolutely amazing. The way he practices, the way he works during the lessons, the way he's very in tune with, what he's doing. When he has questions about, like, oh, I have trouble with this thing, like, just the people I work with who do become famous in the industry, what does set them apart is their work ethic. I haven't seen anyone just come in and go, oh, this is easy. And even the ones who say have a little bit of skills, say they have a bit of dancing, they don't work less, they work more because it's a new thing they're learning. And yeah, it might be quicker to teach them how to walk, but they don't practice less because they still have to do the walk as I'm teaching it. So I'm pretty much inspired by my students to see the work ethic. Because some people do think, oh, you just come to class and it's done.
Did you coach Andrea Brazier?
Yes. Andrea Brazier did her first show with me when she was photographed in those black angel wings on stage at Miami Pro, and the picture went viral. This is the only time I've known someone to literally overnight get famous. Like James' video obviously took a while for the hits. It came quickly, but not overnight. Her black angel wing photo went viral. And she almost didn't do that show. So she was super sick with the flu. And I said to her, she was supposed to come to my mom's show, and then she'd already done her lessons. So I said, no, she goes, I don't think I can do it. I'm really sick. I said, no, just stay home and rest. Just stay home and rest. I figured she'd win. I didn't have any idea.
She'd be who she is.
Yeah. just a great looking girl. So, and the rest is history. Like her physique, her ex-husband Tom Brazier was her coach at the time. Her physique just came in and people responded to it. They'd never seen such a well-developed physique with all the muscle separation, but on a feminine looking, beautiful Brazilian. And that picture just blew people away. Absolutely amazing girl. She went on to win the WBFF World Championship the next year. And just so happy for her success too, because again, just an awesome girl. And like, wow, like just a few years ago this all happened, and now she's one of the biggest names in the industry.
It's exciting to see. I wonder who else you're currently teaching at the moment.
You never know. You never know. Well, there's some I see coming up, like my darling Imogen Park.
Oh yes, we love Imogen.
She's gonna she is big already, but she's gonna be massive. She, again, work ethic. Even when she's in my online posing videos, usually with my online posing videos, you have to take with somebody. Imogen! Okay, that's done. Okay, next. Like, just amazing. Work ethic, absolutely gorgeous, humble, thankful, everything you could want in a human being. She deserves all the success that's coming to her.
So besides teaching people how to pose on stage, could you teach them how to pose for a video shoot or photo shoot, for example?
Yes, I have actually taught all walks of life, and not just posing. I've had actors come to me, and I've taught them. I've taught dancers, even though I'm not a trained dancer. I do dance, but I'm not a trained dancer. I didn't go to school for dancing, don't do dance classes. I dance my own beat. But professional dancers have come to me, and I've added stage presence into their routine and sharpness to the routine. So they came with their own dance routine, but they don't know how to add the stage presence, the charisma, and how to add nuances to the routine. So I haven't changed the steps of the dancers I work with, but I'm making certain parts punchier and having just different levels to the routine. I work with normal people who just want confidence. Most of my work obviously is in the fitness world, because this is where I am and where I'm promoting myself. But I love working with anybody, and the top professionals I've worked with, the people who say are very skilled at their dancing or acting. That I love that kind of work, because like the hard work's already done. They've been in the industry for years. But I also like working with people that are just like, I just want to be more confident. How do I walk into a room and present myself better? How do I walk into an interview and present myself better? And people have come to me for a photo shoot advice as well, which is slightly different than some of the poses can be used that we use on the fitness wall stage, but then we just have to do it slightly differently. I think photo shoots are easier, much easier on stage, because obviously you can throw out the back pictures in between, and that's fine. So absolutely, I teach them all. I just mostly do the shows, because that's where I'm based, so to speak.
So if you, for example, will take Body Power, someone comes up to you at Body Power and they'll go, okay, I'm new to this fitness industry, I know there's competitions, and I've heard you're a posing coach. What is your advice to someone that's completely new to the industry and competing?
So if you're completely new to the industry, first you should go watch a show just to get the whole atmosphere. It'll pump you up. It's not just about seeing how it's structured, but it'll actually pump you up. And I think it's good to get the real show rather than YouTube. It's a great thing. Next show to market. Then I would say go to one of the Purely posing camps for an overview of everything. So at the Purely posing camp, we talk about everything: the tanning, the bikini, which you need. So on the Purely website, you can find the official tanner, you can find bikini designers, you can find myself. Start with my online posing course early. So that one's something you can do at home in the privacy of your home, so you don't have to feel nervous about being with other people. But then definitely sign up for the in-person course, which goes with the online posing course. But if you come to the camp, it covers all those basic things that you need to know about competing. So that's your protocol. But if you can't make the camp, go onto the Purely website and you can find everything listed there, because you do need the professional tan. You need a bikini. There's always a different budget for bikini, but there's always lower budget or higher budget, but you need a bikini, not off the rack, a stage bikini. You need to get your hair and nails done. If you can't afford to use the professional, that's fine. I love YouTube videos these days. When I was growing up, we didn't have YouTube, we didn't have internet. I had to go to classes to learn how to do makeup. You can learn stage makeup yourself if you can't afford it. That's totally fine to do things yourself. But it's just about getting all these little checklists done and started on, so it doesn't hit you, 2 weeks before you're just looking for a bikini, because you'll never find someone to make it for you at that point because they're too busy.
100%. Don't make that mistake.
Tell me what you came for, 'cause I cannot kill it no more. I'm on the edge of no control.
Thank you very very much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to click that like button. And while you're here, go ahead and subscribe. I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.